Would you worry that someone was going to say, ballet is only for girls, baseball is for boys? Would you look out for them? Would you look out for your child if they're going into an environment where people might call them names? If they didn't belong, would you look out for them? When I was a kid, I had to play soccer on a boys' team because there weren't enough girls to play. You can bet my mom was worried. You can bet that she was looking out for me. I remember this little grocery store, gas station, hardware store, auto parts store where I was growing up. The man that owned it, he had his daughter working in the auto parts store. Back to you.
Finish that, please.
Now this is the early 80s, and I'm wondering if he thought to himself, is this little town ready for a woman to talk about car parties? And if he thought that, would it make him sexist? Or could he just be looking out for his daughter? Is it reasonable to believe?
I hate to have to cut you off, but everybody gets 3 minutes. So I would
Okay,
ask
but I get one more minute to finish.
I'm sorry, I can't. That's a lot when you only have 3 minutes.
Okay. Could I get anyone else to approve me reading the rest of this? I'm probably 30 seconds.
No.
Ma'am, it's not a matter of approval. I'm sorry. You can feel free to submit something in writing if you'd like to. Thank you.
Okay, Joy
Fashion,
yes ma'am.
Hi, I'm here for about the rezoning at 53 and Eagle Busway. I think I sent an email to you all yesterday, so the conditions are in the email. Mayor and Council, I'm a little late in learning about this application. I have the following questions and conditions I would like to clarify and be documented regarding this project. These items are not to say no to the project, but to better clarify and protect Creekside and the surrounding community from the growing pains of letting small details of a project like this fall through the cracks. I went over this with Justin, so I removed some of the conditions that I emailed to you because I know they're outlined in the code. My questions that I have: what separates the townhomes from the commercial? Landscape, fence, berm. It needs to be a sidewalk with usable green space and landscaping added in front, running the length of the townhomes to improve the aesthetics. Number 2, how will the townhome residents access the amenities in Creekside via walking? Is there a sidewalk in the front of the townhomes that don't mix with the rear loading access? Number 3, are the townhomes 1 car or 2 car? It should be required that all homes are 2-car garage. This allows for potential storage and or for golf carts and helps keep cars from parking on the street, in the alley, and in front of the homes. In the townhomes, the alley or street, is it going to be private? If it's going to be private, who's going to be responsible? If it's private, it's a significant cost to the HOA. Number 5, will the townhomes rear loading be required to be wide enough for a trash truck to come in and enter? In order to guarantee this, we should require that they improve Main Street access for trash pickup. Will the townhome mail cluster be added to the Creekside residential mailboxes? From my understanding, it will not. Therefore, there needs to be a designated mail cluster out of the way of traffic. Number 7, posting no parking anytime signs along the length of Eagles Bluff Way from Highway 53 into the Creekside community at Blindbrook Circle. This keeps vehicles from using the street to overflow parking from this development and more importantly from the townhome component. Number 10, a condition that creates a design and review committee for the overlay district and in particular this project to oversee the development plans, building plans, and be part of the design review meetings. This 5 to 7 person committee would be made up of Hoschton residents, a planning commission, and city council member. This allows residents participation when making decisions about the overall look and feel of the development. In turn, the approved plan can be taken to council for final approval. This allows inclusiveness of residents in a process that is vague at this stage in the process. If this condition is approved, I suggest a code change to create a committee for the current and future overlay districts of the city. The final condition is to tie the strip of land with the fence to the owner of the commercial piece. The HOA would deed it to the new commercial owner. The property owner or owners, if more than one, would collectively share the responsibility or for the upkeep and repair of the 6-foot fence. This gives permission, when needed, for the owners of the property or the property manager of the commercial component to access the fence and property when needed. The financial burden would not fall on the HOA. In addition, the fence and landscaping would be their responsibility. My hope is that you will heavily consider these questions and conditions before approval of this application. This application has moved quickly through the process, and I believe
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, Joy, it's my understanding that Justin called you and went over all this with you?
No, I've actually called Justin and we emailed back and forth and we spoke today. So he has the list as well.
Okay, thank you
Yep,
very
you're
much.
welcome.
Say her address. I'm just curious.
No, would you mind repeating your address?
Oh, I'm in Brazelton, right over line here.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, some of this we can, I hate to say this, but I think we can answer some of this. Judy, on your road, you got an update on the road?
Yes, is it Deer Creek Trail or the
Yeah.
name of the road there?
Mhm.
The actual construction of the road and subbase and utility sewer and water has been complete. The side of the road and needs to be cleaned up. There's still pipe laying there on the side that will be removed. There will be some grading done, it will be reseeded, and there will also be some riprap and concrete work that will need to be done along the stream area. So there is more work, we're working with the contractor on that to finalize that up. When we get those final dates, we'll make sure we post signs like we did in front of the subdivision and let homeowners know there that when we're going to be finalizing that and putting it together. We understand it's an issue and we're working to resolve that obviously as quickly as possible.
And I will also add to that, when we had the emergency, they had 50,000 emergencies, and so they came in and did enough for you guys to be able to travel on it, and then they're coming back to finish.
Correct.
Because it was an emergency. Okay, sorry, let me get to my next page. All right, we will adjourn. Wait a minute, I'm gonna let special, Jennifer, your turn. Sorry about that. I don't want to forget Bubble Day.
On August 3rd, which is Saturday, we're gonna have Bubble Fun Day
You gotta
across.
talk louder.
We're gonna have Bubble Fun Day across the street from 11 to 1. That is a free event for the kids and families. We're gonna have a water slide, bubbles, and lots of water. So, please invite people to come out. We'd love to have everybody that can. August the 5th, which is this coming Monday, is our regular city council meeting. On August the 19th, we'll have our planning commission meeting that's at City Hall across the street. And September 5th is our next work session. And then the following Monday, September 9th, is our regular city council meeting.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. That's okay. Mindy, anything? Jim, anything? Susan, anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And Hope? Okay, then I call this meeting to
Motion
a,
to adjourn.
thank you. Second? Thanks. All in favor? Thank you.